Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Melissa, and I'm here to lead you through chair yoga. We will practice chair yoga together for 30 minutes today. Just a reminder to listen to your body. So if any stretches are not working for you, please skip them, come on out and modify. And for our practice today, you'll just need a chair. So a chair that's at your desk is perfect. If your chair has wheels, you may want to put them in the lock position. And if you can adjust your chair up and down, you may just want to take a peek that you can create 90-degree angle in the legs. So we just don't want our hips to be up too high or down too low. So my favorite thing about this practice is that all of the stretches that we are going to work with today, you can easily incorporate into your workday. So say your neck is a little sore, even if you have 20 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute, you could just do a really nice neck stretch quickly, revitalize the area, offer your body a bit of relief if you're experiencing some tension. And today we will focus a bit on the full body so we can work on releasing tension from those common areas that I hear people complain about throughout the day. So we can work on our wrists, try to bring some circulation to the fingertips, get the energy flowing in the wrists, work on the neck, upper back, low back, shoulders, and we'll get down to the feet because I know sometimes the legs can get a bit fatigued if you're sitting quite a bit. So let's get started with a little centering just to relax and to drop into the experience. So if you would like, you can scoot to the edge of your seat. And here, let's try to create 90-degree angle in the legs. And so we'll feel our feet grounded and planted. We'll feel our heels in line with our knees. We'll feel our knees in line with our hips. And feel that the shoulders are over the hips. Letting your eyes close here. And then just simply feel yourself connecting with your breath. As you breathe, begin to notice the four parts of the breath. So we often think of the breath as just one part. So we'll notice the inhale, the space, the pause, the exhale, and the space, the pause. And then noticing how each breath so freely flows one into the next. Without any thought, the breath moves seamlessly, the breath flows continuously, one into the next. If you'd like, set an intention for your practice today. And intention could be anything. It might be that you are holding tension in the neck and you want to release that. Could be that you just need to relax a little bit. Maybe you're feeling a bit stressed out. So just need to bring a little bit of calmness into the mind and the body. Let's start with a gentle neck stretch. So for this one, let's take our right hand off towards our left knee. So we'll just have our hand crossing our body. Take your left hand up and over. Reach for the right side of your head. Take a nice full breath here to lengthen. And then bring your left ear to your left shoulder as you exhale. And then just not moving with force on this one. It's just a nice, gentle suggestion of the ear to the shoulder. Good. Now let's take our left hand to our right knee and right hand can relax. Let's take our right arm up and over. Reach for the left side of the head. Nice full breath here to lengthen and right ear to right shoulder. And maybe noticing if the stretch feels very similar on this side of the neck to the first side of the neck that we worked on. And then bringing yourself back to center. Let's take that right hand off towards the left. Arms are crossed here. Now let's bring that left arm up and over and we'll find a side stretch here. So it's gonna bring us into a nice lateral stretch for our spine, opening up the left side of the body a little bit. Now try to ground into that left sitting bone. Sometimes we kind of lift and roll up a little bit. So let's try to press that hip down, create that nice even connection here. Coming up to center, let's take our left hand to the right leg. So arms will be crossed here and chin to your chest as you exhale. Let's round through our back. Maybe imagine that you could create a little bit of space in between the shoulder blades. Left hand can stay where it's at. Let's bring that right arm up and over. Nice side stretch here. And breathing so deeply. Almost imagine that you could create a little space in between the ribs. We have all of these little intercostal muscles. They never get stretches. So this one is so beneficial for that. Coming up to neutral, let's take our right hand to the left leg. Arms are crossed and chin to chest as you exhale. Try to relax your head. Maybe take your gaze to your navel and try to let your head hang heavy like a weight. Good. Let's come up to a neutral spine here. Right hand stays where it is. We'll take our left arm up and over. This time, let's reach for the side of the head. Now, gaze to the underarm and then take your gaze down to the ground, right beside your left hip. So we're just going to gaze down. Now, take your hand and then gently guide yourself into a little bit more neck stretch here. And breathing. So it's always good to stretch the neck in different ways, get different stretches, work different muscles. So good for creating that flexibility, building a little bit of strength as we transition. Good. We'll come back to neutral. We'll realign here. Left hand to your right knee. Arms are crossed. And right arm up over. Reach for the left side of the head. Let's gaze to the underarm, then float the gaze down towards the ground. And then gently encourage the head into the stretch. And then just breathing here, trying to melt away tension with each exhale. And back to neutral. Let's cross those arms, right hand to your left knee and chin to chest as you breathe out. So really try to round your back here. Almost imagine and think about the black Halloween cat, how the spine is so rounded. Try to create that stretch in your own body. And release. Let's bring those arms out to the sides of the room. Nice full breath in. Reach up, stretch up, and hands at heart. Full breath in. Let's rise. And release. Let's go 3 more times here. Hands are at the heart space. Circle in the other direction, fingertips to the sky. Arms sweep out and around. Good. Let's release the hands behind the body. And for this one, we are going to reach for opposite elbows. So right hand for your left elbow, left hand for your right elbow. And maybe imagine that you could squeeze a pencil between the shoulder blades. So really activate those shoulders, work all of those muscles in your body. Now notice which hand is on top and which hand is on the bottom. And we're going to switch up the hands. You're just going to change up the grip in the hands. Try to broaden the collarbones, try to open the chest and open up the heart space. And release. Let's take those hands on up to the sky. Nice full breath here. And fingers interlock, release the index fingers. So this brings us into steeple hands. Full breath to lengthen. Let's release to the right and the left. We'll do a wiggle here in the waist, side to side. Pause, release your hands to the right. Now almost create a little sensation like your right hand could pull your left hand to the right side of the room. Back to center. Nice full breath here to lengthen. Hands to the left, breathing out. And see if those index fingers that are pressed together can just pull you off to the left a little bit more here. And release. We'll float ourselves back to center, releasing the hands down and hands to the shoulders. Let's bring ourselves into 3 shoulder rolls. So elbows will come forward, up, back, and down. Breathe in and out. One more time. As you gently relax your hands down, let's work a little bit with our legs. So for this one, you may want to scoot to the edge of your seat as best as you can. Fingers will interlock and try to take your right knee into your chest. We are going to circle here. So you can always just use that one hand if you'd like. So we're just going to circle out that through that hip joint a bit. Reverse, flow in the other direction. And stillness. Now let's take that knee to our chest. We are going to interlock the fingers and then pull that knee in nice and tight into the body. So one thing that's common is elbows are coming out to the sides of the arm. Try to hug them in, let them run straight back, and try to feel your shoulders relax from your ears. Now we can gently release a little bit. And then this time we're trying to avoid our rib cage and our stomach. And then you'll try to pull that knee into the underarm area. So this just gives a really nice hip stretch and just gives a little bit different as we transition to the second part. Good. Now let's come back to center and we can kind of be a bit light on the grip. We don't have to pull it in super tight. We are going to circle our ankle out. Try to feel that your spine is straight. You don't want to be rounding your back too much. So spine is straight, heart is open. Reverse. And pause. And then let's point and flex the foot. So the circling of the ankle, the pointing and flexing is so nice. This is something that you could easily incorporate into the workday if the feet were feeling a bit fatigued. Let's take a moment to point the foot. Breathe into the stretch for the top of your foot. And flex your foot. Press out through the heel. And release. Let's take that right foot down. Left knee comes into the chest. Fingers interlock. Gentle support here. And circle. And reverse will flow in the other direction. As you come to stillness, let's take that knee to our chest. We will hug it in. And on this one, try to use a little bit of your arm strength and your shoulder strength. So we really want this stretch to be nice and active. Lightening up on the stretch, let's draw the left knee to the left a little bit, aiming for the underarm area. And again, we're going to use that arm strength, shoulder strength to really pull the leg in. Lightening up on that one. Let's bring ourselves back to center. We don't have to hold that one in super tight to the body. And let's take that time to circle. And reverse will flow in the other direction. Pausing here, pointing and flexing the foot. So just noticing if you're rounding in the back here, really try to keep the core engaged. Nice opportunity to build a little core strength. Keep your spine nice and straight. Take that time to pause. Breathe into the stretch for the top of your foot. And flex your foot. Good. Let's release that one down. Feet can come out nice and wide. Windshield wipe the knees to the right and the left. So we'll just do a nice little release here. Good. Let's bring ourselves back to center. Feet are in line with your hips, scooching to the edge of your seat. Let's take that right leg up and over here, and try to feel evenly grounded through both sitting bones. You can always lift yourself up, ground down evenly. Take a nice full breath here to lengthen. Let's come on down to fold. So just simply folding over the legs. If you wanted to, you could reach for our opposite arm beneath the leg. And then just encouraging yourself here into this forward fold. So we want to try to relax the eyebrows, relax your jaw. And try to relax the back of the head and the back of the neck. And relax through the shoulders, the arms, the hands. Relaxing the upper, mid, and low back. Relax through the legs and relax through the feet. Unwrapping the arms, hands can come up onto the thighs. Core engages as you float on up to a neutral spine. Right foot plants, left leg up and over. Again, even yourself up here. Nice full breath to lengthen and fold down as you exhale. And then maybe reaching for opposite arms underneath your body. Maybe try to gaze to your navel. Really try to relax your head here. We have so many muscles in the back of the neck and they work so hard to hold the head up. But in poses like this, we can just let them relax and we can let them release. And coming on up to a neutral spine. Let's bring those feet out nice and wide, and we can windshield wipe the knees to the right and the left. Those forward folds are so beneficial for the body. It's really nice to put a little pressure on the stomach, can be so soothing for the organs and really good for the digestive system. So those bring a lot of positive benefits. Good. Let's come back to neutral, scooting to the edge of your seat. Knees are bent. Let's take our right arm onto our right leg. So we're just going to have our elbow and then the hand relaxing down. And then let's bring the left arm up and over for a nice twist. And then as you're twisting here, feel your spine lengthen. And then on your exhale, allow for your twist to deepen. Left hand lowers, right hand rises. Let's take a full breath here. Maybe gazing off the right shoulder and just noticing if that helps you move a little deeper into your seated spinal twist. We call this one Ardha Matsyendrasana. And release. Let's bring the hands onto the knees. Take your chin to your chest on exhale. Let's do a rounding of the back. Heart floats forward and shoulders relax away from the ears. Chin to chest, exhale, round. Heart floats forward, shoulders relax. Flow with the breath here for a moment. Lengthen as you inhale. Lengthen as you exhale. Bring yourself to neutral and stand on up. Let's come on up to nice standing position. So today I'd love to use the chair a bit, and we are going to use the seat of our chair. You'll just want to be able to access the seat here. Now, as we start, let's bring our feet in line with our hips and try to have your toes point straight forward. Sometimes we're having one foot out, one foot in, one foot up, one foot back. So just really line up the feet. So important for the body. And hands will reach up. Take a nice full breath here. Let's fold ourselves down as you exhale. Hands are going to come right down onto the seat of your chair. Now shake it out a little bit with your legs. So bend one knee and bend the other knee. Relax your head, yes, and relax your head no. As you find stillness here, let's take a bend in the knees, lower your stomach down. Let's lift up through the heart. Tailbone will lower and crown of the head will lower. So we're just going to flow through some spinal stretches here. This is a wonderful back bend and then that nice rounding of the spine. So as you breathe, try to find length with the in-breath and length with the out-breath. Try to relax your shoulders from your ears. Create a little space between the ears and the shoulders. Feel the shoulder blades moving down your back. On the exhale, rounding your back. Imagining creating space between the shoulder blades. Coming back up here to a neutral spine, bring your hands to the right. So land in a little side stretch here. Try to ground evenly through both of your feet, inside and outside of each foot. Back to center. Let's take our hands to the other side. Reaching and stretching from the waist. Let's lengthen the side body, the arm, and the fingertips. Float yourself back to center. We'll realign here. We can lower the stomach down, lift up through the heart, and then create a little rounding of your spine. Bring it on up to stand. Nice full breath in as you come on up. And then take your hands at your heart space as you exhale. So we can work with a variation of it's called a mini Sun Salutation A. So this one is a nice opportunity just to move the arms, to fold forward, to flow with the breath. So good for increasing flexibility. And anytime we link breath with movement, it really helps to bring us into the present moment. So it can really help us to ground and to relax and to soothe the nervous system. So let's take our hands to the sky. We'll breathe in deeply here. Fold yourself down to the chair as you exhale. So you're just going to take your hands onto the seat. Lower your stomach down, lift up through the heart. A little bit of a round of the spine, and then we're going to come back up here to stand, rising up. This is our tall mountain pose. Hands at the heart space. Hands to the sky, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, let's find our back bend, lifting the spine and lengthening. Folding down, rounding through the spine. Now let's bring it on up to stand, rising up. Full mountain pose. We call this Tadasana. Hands at the heart as you exhale. Hands to the sky. Breathe in and fold. Lower the stomach. Let's lift up through the heart space. Rounding of the spine. Come on up to stand. Breathing in. Hands at heart. Breathing out. Inhale. Hands reach up. Exhale, fold. Lower your stomach, lift up the heart. Little round of the spine. Let's bring it on up to stand. Full mountain pose on inhale. Hands at heart, exhale. So let's try that again, but this time I'll just cue inhales and exhales. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Great, let's try that again. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Great job. Feel more relaxed already. For this one, you can step on in a little closer to the chair as you'd like. We are going to take our hands right up to the top of the chair, and then you can walk the feet back a little bit. This one's going to be a little variation of a down dog / a forward fold. Now in this one, try to draw the weight back into the heels. Let your toes be a little light here, and almost create this little sensation like the toes could lift from the ground. As you breathe, try to feel the backs of your legs lengthening, sitting bones to sky. Spine lengthens. Back of the head, back of the neck relaxes and releases. Let's bring our hands down onto the chair. Walk yourself in a little bit if you need to. We're going to take a twist here. Right knee can bend. Right hand will plant. You can have the right heel on the ground or it can be lifted too. Let's take that left hand up on exhale. We'll take a twist here. And then as you're twisting, this is giving us a wonderful twist, but we also get a wonderful IT band stretch on that left side. So really breathing into the waist, into the side of the body. Good. Let's come back to center. Keep your legs exactly how they are. Right hand rises. So this is our closed twist. Might be a little bit more challenging to come into. Hand can be to the sky. You can also take your hand on your hip. And our closed twist. Let's try to breathe into that twist for the stomach, ribs, chest. Release from the chest, ribs, and the stomach. And float yourself down to a fold. Left knee bends, left hand plants, right hand rises. So this one's our our open twist, a little easier. Maybe hand to the sky, maybe hand on the hip. And let's breathe into that nice low back twist, mid back twist, upper back twist. And then releasing from the upper, mid, and low back. Let's float ourselves back on through to center. Keep your legs exactly how they are. Left hand rises on exhale. Let's twist. Hand to the sky, maybe hand at your hip. Try to roll that left shoulder back, right shoulder under a little bit. See if we can get the heart to shine to the sky, broaden the collarbone. And release. Let's put ourselves down to center. We'll come back into our forward fold. Let's lower the stomach down, lift the heart. We'll come on up to stand, rising up from mountain. And hands at the heart as you exhale. Good. Let's bring the hands down onto the seat and we'll try a variation of Warrior 3 pose. So for this one, send your right leg behind you. Now, it's so nice to have the support of the chair if you'd like it. But if you want to build on the balance a little bit, maybe taking the hands from the chair. Maybe one hand at the heart space, other hand can meet it. You can also bring your hands on your hips if you'd like. There's variation where the hands reach and stretch out in front of you. So you have 3 options here with the hands. Good. Let's bring that right foot to meet left. Left leg floats back when you're ready. Maybe playing with those different variations with the hands. And anytime we balance, try to find your drishti. Try to find that one spot to focus your concentration and to focus your awareness. Let's bring our hands down onto the seat. We'll take our left foot to meet our right foot, floating yourself back on through into that fold. Now let's build on that one. We'll try a variation of a standing splits pose. So you're going to come down onto the forearms. You're just going to grab onto your chair. And right leg can rise on up when you're ready. For this one, try to look at your navel and then maybe even try to see if you can look at the wall that's behind you. Maybe even look to the ceiling that's up behind your body. Take your right foot to meet your left foot. Left leg rises up. Breathe here. So feel really grounded in that right foot. Press firmly through the inside and the outside. And left foot to the right foot. Fold yourself down here. Let's bring ourselves back and up to our hands. We can lower the stomach down, lift up through the heart. Little round of the spine. Nice full breath in as you come on up to stand. And hands at the heart space as you exhale. Let's take those hands right on up to the sky. Another full breath in. And hands at the heart. Take a moment here. Let's close the eyes and just notice how you feel. Observe your mind, your body in the moment. Feel your mind relaxed, calm at ease. Feel your body aligned and balanced. If you came to class with tension today, just feeling how that has released with yoga and with meditation. Letting the eyes open when you are ready. Thank you so much for joining today. I hope you have a wonderful day today, and I look forward to seeing you next class. Take care.
Thank you.
You're welcome.